Everyone, it's Ness here with Temenos Dream. I figured it would be a good time to make a new YouTube video because we haven't made one in a long time. So I'm going to go over just some of the basics and maybe some of the features that you don't know exist in Temenos Dream. See, I'm on the My Dreams page here. And the thing I can talk about is the analytics page, which will show you all of your symbols grouped together by how frequent you dream about them. So you can see dog and pets and dogs are grouped together as similar symbols. And if you were to click on these, then you can see all the dreams you had with those symbols in them. I think I will enter a new dream and we'll just go through the process of doing an interpretation. So here's one I had ready to go. This is one I had about my friend Catherine. I had a dream my friend Catherine created a massive art piece with a beige fabric material covering a giant wall, and people covered in different full body paint were emerging from different heights behind the curtains. So this will be a fun one to mess around with, especially with the image generation. So you can see the app is automatically checking for symbols it found in the description, and you can just wait while it will process these, and it looks like it's done. So you could fill out this information now if you want, like the feeling, tone, and context. Once you had, you can click on these symbols to enter associations. But really the way I like to do it, just go straight into the AI interpretation, and then it will ask me all those questions in a conversation style. So let's open up Ziggy here, and I will mute the voice for now. It is a bit faster if you mute the voice because then it won't have to create the voice audio file. So what would you like to title this dream? I'll just call it The Big Art. So now it's going to update not only just this chat, but also the dream object, or dream variables, I should say. That's my developer brain speaking. Let's see. Multi-dream analysis that's a sneak peek of a feature that will be coming soon, possibly, but I will skip that for now. So let's see. What is association with Catherine? Creative friend. I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to talk too much about her on the video. Let's see. Beige fabric. Reminds me of my exterior design. Self-expression. Now, what did the dream feel like? Was it scary, fun, stressful? It was fun and inspiring. By the way, this app does work on Macs. You can find it in the App Store. It also works on iPhone and Android, and we also have a web version now. The web version doesn't have all the features, but you can basically chat with AI and interpret your dreams that way. And those dreams you enter through the website will also be saved to the database, so that when you use your phone, they'll be there also under the same account. I don't remember this, so I'm going to skip it because this is an old dream. Please choose an option to continue. So you could say add more associations if you feel like it skipped over some symbols that were important. I will say analyze now. And with Ziggy, one thing you can always do is delete the messages and restart. So if you don't like the interpretation, or if something goes wrong and it doesn't respond for some reason, you can always delete the message and go back and just kind of start from midway through the conversation. So it says, let's dive into this colorful dreamscape of yours, Ness, and see what we can unearth from its rich tapestry. Dreams like these, filled with vibrant symbols and feelings of fun and inspiration, are the kind that leave us invigorated and a little more curious about ourselves. Starting with Catherine, your friend appears in the dream as a creator of this massive art installation. We see her as more than just an external figure. Often people in our dreams represent parts of our own psyche. Catherine being described as a creative friend could symbolize your own creative spirit. Cool. And you can see it knows that I like to work on music and programming because that information is in my bio. So stuff you add to your bio will be considered in the interpretation. And these red underlined text are questions that you can actually answer to improve your analysis. So I can click on this. Could part of you be calling for attention, inviting you to dive deeper into your own wellspring of artistry? This is interesting because I did start drawing again recently, and it has been really beneficial for me, I think. And this is an older dream, so I guess it was foreshadowing that maybe I needed to get back into art myself. I think this dream was foreshadowing. I didn't start. So you can go through and answer these questions, and then you will see that at the bottom of the message it says view your answers if you want to see what you wrote. And if you want to change any of your answers, you can always click on the exact same link again and answer the question again. And now whenever we continue conversation, the AI will consider those answers we left. Let's continue. So now we can go in a little bit deeper if we still have questions about the dream. We can try a framework, try a myth, try an archetype. Let's try the archetypes first. So you can see it will give us a few different archetypes to consider from the dream characters. Let's try the myths option. Here are 3 myths that resonate with this dream. Choose one to learn more. So we can see 3 different options here, and then if we wanted to go deeper on those, we can choose one. Let's say the Emperor's New Clothes, and then see, basically it just went deeper on that myth, and you have some more information about how it's related and what it might mean for us and our dream. We can also do a framework. So the AI, we have about, I think, 8 different frameworks or something like that. And it said, it chose the framework for us automatically. It said, bring it to life framework, which is a good choice in this case. This first part of the message is the framework description or the framework model, I guess. So it is said that dreams want to find their way into reality. How will you bring some element of this dream into your waking life today? What act of creation can bring it alive? So basically, how can we bring this dream into life? Well, we could do like some body painting, or we could draw a picture, we could write a poem. Bring a dream to life, you're bringing it physically into this world to understand it more. Cool. Now we've kind of gone through all those options. You can also just ask the AI questions here anytime. So I could say, can you summarize that interpretation? And then after this, we will go into the other features as far as the image generation and dream sharing. Well, that was not a very good summary. It's a bit long. I guess I would have to ask it to make it shorter. So what I can do though is I can click on the message and click add to dream as comment. So if this was a public dream, or if you wanted to export the dream as a PDF and save the interpretation, you can just put the message as a comment on the dream. And then when you export a PDF, it will be saved as a comment. Let's go back. Let's try the create AI images. So you can either write a prompt for what you want the image to be, or you can generate the prompt based on the dream description. That looks good. Now we'll generate the image. Yeah, that's more or less what it looked like. We need to get the body paint characters in there. So it's not really getting those people in colorful full body paint emerging from various heights behind the curtains. Let's try that I'm going to try colorful people in full body paint. Sometimes you just have to reword it a little bit. It's getting there. It would take a playing with to get right. And then any of these you don't like, you can delete. That one's a bit boring. And then there's also this download button here if you want to save it to your device. Let's see. The Explore Myths and Legends is basically the same as what we did with the Ziggy chat. And there's also the old AI interpretation method. If you click up on the dots on the top right here, click old AI interpretation. This is the old method, and it will basically give you the interpretation, but with less detail because it's not a chat. It doesn't have as much information. Now you can see here's our comment we added, and if we wanted to share this stream on as a web page, we can click share a link here and copy link and send that to anybody that you want to share the dream with. You can also click this caret icon here and choose to make your dream public. So I could make this public, and then I could export it to a PDF. I could even share it to a dream circle. So we have these things called dream circles, which are basically like private group chats. And if you wanted to have sort of a group of people that you do interpretations with, or family members or friends, you can create a group chat and share your dreams there. And you can always change the title here, and you can click on the date to change the date. That basically covers that. Want to do it more manually without doing the Ziggy chat, you can always click on these symbols to add your associations here. You can see past dreams down here by clicking on these symbols and then that have the same symbol. And you can also do the frameworks manually here. You can see we did the bring it to life one in the Ziggy chat, so it got saved there also. So let's go back. Here's my new dream. And if I wanted to export this dream and maybe some others, I can always click edit up here and select multiple dreams and then click export PDF, and it will export a folder full of PDFs. We can explore the explore page. We have all the people in the app here. You can find your friends, and we have some extra information here as far as how nightmares work, dream characters, etc. The shared dreams page is a fun place to kind of connect with people and maybe get a free interpretation. So you can come read through these. I left a comment on this one earlier today, and I believe that's about it for all the features. You can search, of course, for symbols and titles, descriptions box, and you can see the activity here, upvotes and comments on the dreams. So yeah, thanks everyone. Stay tuned for the multi-dream interpretation. That might be a possibility in the near future. And thanks for using Temenos Dream. Happy dreaming.